Hey folks, Simon here from Simon's Reviews. Today we're taking a look at the Link Archer BE550, which is one of their Wi-Fi 7 model routers. Now it's not their entry-level router. Okay, they also have a Wi-Fi 7 router that comes in about $100 cheaper than this one. However, it does have some more rundown features. The biggest change is that this here, the BE550, is tri-band, whereas their entry-level Wi-Fi 7 router is only dual band. That means you are getting full access to the 6 GHz bandwidth, which is going to make a big difference when you are especially connecting multiple devices and you are in a highly congested area. Now I'm going to give you a quick unboxing, but before that I want to just make clear that I did purchase this myself, so TP-Link have not sponsored this video. So let's very quickly get through the actual unboxing of this router so we can see what's included. So we have the main router itself, of course, and then we also have an included network cable, and then in here we have the AC power adapter, and the cable isn't actually huge, maybe about a meter, a little more than a meter if that. And the design of the actual router itself, you know, it may not be to everybody's taste, but I actually do like it, and I don't know, it's kind of got an Xbox vibe to it. What do you think? So I have my phone here, I have it connected to the Wi-Fi 7 on this router. Before we get to the speed test, I do just want to run through a number of the features that I think are going to make this quite a popular, fairly budget model Wi-Fi 7 router. For example, we have 5 total network ports, one of those being dedicated to WAN, so that's what you'll be connecting to your internet modem or ONT, and then the other 4 are going to be your LAN ports for connecting to your network. But what's great is all 5 of these ports are 2.5 gigabit ports, so there's no like one 2.5 gigabit port and then the rest are 1 gigabit. We see that with a lot of other routers. These are 2.5 gig straight across the board. We also have that USB 3 port that I showed you, so that's going to be great if you want to be sharing media files across your network. Just plug a storage device into that port and there you go. Okay, you'll be able to access that as a network drive off your PC or your phone or tablet. Inside here we do have 6 high-speed antennas. Obviously you can't see them, but TP-Link have positioned those so that you do get a strongest possible connection. I don't want to guarantee you're going to get a good Wi-Fi connection because so many environmental factors will always play into that, but the actual hardware itself is going to do a fine job. So what I'm going to do, I've got my phone connected to the Wi-Fi 7 network. I'm actually going to move a little bit of distance between us, and the reason for that is a device that is right next to your Wi-Fi router could actually be hindered with the connection speed, so it's good to have at least a few feet distance. Let's go ahead and select start here, and hopefully this will go up a little bit. Yeah, there we go, we're getting over a gigabit connection there. I would like to try and see about 1400 megabits per second on this phone when connecting to a Wi-Fi 7 network. So a little bit lower than I would have liked to have seen, but again, there can be so many things factoring a Wi-Fi connection speed. Upload, yeah, again, we're getting over 1100 megabits per second. Honestly, that's within the tolerance of what I would expect. And I'm just going to reposition myself behind the camera so there's a little bit even further distance between me and the router, and let's go ahead and run that test again, see if we get, you know, any different results there. And yeah, that's actually made a difference, being a couple of extra feet away from the actual hardware itself. As you can see, download, we are now hitting about 1400 megabits per second, which is what I said, something I would expect. Yeah, that's the thing with Wi-Fi, even just moving a couple of feet, despite the fact we had complete line of sight in both cases, it makes the world of difference, and the upload speed seems at least somewhat consistent. Now, yes, in theory, Wi-Fi 7 is capable of a much greater throughput than that. But again, that's all on paper. In my experience, having tested a number of Wi-Fi 7 routers out now, that's pretty much consistent with the speeds I've been getting. Now, in terms of some of the other features you may be interested in from within the software, you can turn on a guest network. You can also enable an IoT network. So this is going to be a wireless network dedicated for your smart devices, and that will keep everything off your main network. And you can also use this router as a VPN, either as a VPN server or as a VPN client if you are subscribed to a VPN server already, such as Surfshark. TP-Link also offer their own in-house security, which is a paid extra. It's a monthly fee, and that's called Home Shield. That will offer more protection for the devices that connect to this router. and everything that connects to it will be protected. But again, you do have to pay a subscription if you want to use that. But the performance out of the BE550 it's been fantastic, to be honest with you. I've not had any complaints with it. The latency I found over Wi-Fi 7 is a vast improvement over older Wi-Fi generations. The only downside to Wi-Fi 7 is you do need to have a device that is Wi-Fi 7 enabled, such as my Samsung phone here. If you don't, then yes, you can still connect to this router, but obviously you will not be taking the most out of it. But if you have older devices that connect only, for example, over Wi-Fi 5 or Wi-Fi 6, then they will absolutely work here, but you won't be using the Wi-Fi 7. Just as a side note, okay, this router does not have Wi-Fi 6E, so there's no Wi-Fi 6E network here. If you want to spend a little bit more, there are routers where you can have Wi-Fi 6E, but I think for many people, Wi-Fi 7 is kind of superseding Wi-Fi 6E at this point, although it does have its own advantages, but I won't go into those here. But overall, in conclusion, I have been impressed at the price point that TP-Link are offering the BE550 with the features and performance that is on offer here. I think it's more than up to the challenge for most people. So what I'm going to do next time in my next video is compare the BE550 here with the BE230, which is TP-Link's entry-level Wi-Fi 7 router, and we'll see, you know, if the extra $100 that they're asking for this model is worth it overall. But folks, hopefully this video has been useful to you. Thank you so much for stopping by and checking it out, and I'll catch you next time.